Hey, welcome back. 9:28 on this Monday. You know, it is Heart Month, February. It is every year, and this is Heart Healthy Month. Our friends at SECOURS, yes, they're going to help us keep up with, know the symptoms of maybe someone that needs to go get that ticker checked out. Meredith Thaxton is with us. Meredith, how are you?
I'm well, thank you. How are you?
SECOURS. And we've got Scott Boileau. How are you, Scott?
I'm well, Jack. How are you today?
Yeah, fine. I was looking at my notes, and there are some non-traditional symptoms for heart problem.
There are. Typically between women and men, you're going to see a little bit of difference in their symptom presentation. Men typically have the classic chest heaviness, chest tightness, arm pain. Women tend to go more for GI symptoms. They may have some anxiety, and women tend to brush them off. I got one more load of laundry to do. I just need to do this one thing.
Right?
Yeah.
So we take longer
Stress.
to get to the ER, so treatment needs to be a little bit more aggressive.
You said gastrointestinal, GI?
It can be. It can present like that. All your body knows is something in here hurts, and for women, a lot of times it'll present as that, or shoulders or jaw.
So we were talking, since y'all been coming on, like we feel much smarter. But then anytime, again, if I have a stomach ache, I'm like, oh, this is it.
Yeah.
Wait, is my head hurting too, or is it? You know what I mean? You start to get. So how do you know? Because we have 3 kids. Got a lot going on. It's like I don't have time to worry about me. But when do you know? Like, this could be serious.
You want to speak for that?
Well, I mean, the trouble is with all the symptoms, they're not always easy to identify. Like Meredith was saying, you've got your esophagus and your heart and your lungs and chest muscles all in one area. So all you know is that this hurts somewhere in here. Or for women, it might not feel like a crushing chest pain kind of thing, like with men might feel that more heaviness. It'll feel more like heartburn. But you have to look at what brought it on. Did I just eat something spicy, or I was out doing laundry or walking, or I was doing my morning exercises, and that's when it hurt, and then I stopped, and then it felt better. It kind of depends on how it's tied in, and that's where, as in everything in life, women are a little bit more complicated than men. So
Just a little bit.
But-
Yeah,
but
that's why you
smarter.
love us
well,
so much.
they have to
Smarter.
be because they're more complicated.
Yeah.
So
A little more stubborn.
right,
Do you
have
take
to just.
baby aspirin still? Is that still? I
Yes.
do every morning.
Yes.
Baby aspirin is one of those things where, like, if you have a history, it definitely has shown benefit. They have not been able to demonstrate, like, just the average person on the street who hasn't yet had heart issues to then suddenly start taking aspirin. That has not shown benefit, but in the onset of symptoms, they have found that chewing a few aspirin can actually
aspirin.
improve your survival.
What's a blood thinner?
It
Correct,
is, and
yes.
that's typically something your physician will go over with you, whether or not they feel like you have enough risk factors to warrant baby aspirin.
No, okay, so this is part of the classic symptoms, but sweating. Is this just like you're randomly sitting there and start sweating?
Typically,
or?
you'll have other symptoms with it. It's
Yeah.
a very heavy sweating. You have some anxiety or some shortness of breath, some nausea. Some people have pain under their left shoulder blade. It's not typically a symptom in and of itself, but it is in conjunction with other symptoms.
That's interesting. Neck and shoulders and jaw.
You might want to think of it as sweating in excess of what it should be.
Yeah.
Like if you're exercising and you start sweating, that's one thing. But if you're walking around the house doing chores and then all of a sudden you're sweating as if you just finished, and you also have, say, a tightness in your jaw, or your arm feels weird, or you have this bizarre feeling in your chest. A lot of people actually just say, I can't describe it. It's not pain, it's not burning, it's not stabbing, it's just this, something is
weird,
wrong.
Something's off.
Yeah.
And if you have any of those, what do you need to do?
If you don't have a history, call EMS and get in immediately. If you have a history, we walk through a protocol with our patients. They take nitroglycerin. They know to sit down, rest if it doesn't go away in a couple minutes, to take nitro. They wait 5 minutes, take another nitro. If the pain is still persistent, we tell them to call EMS. It's very important for people when they do have symptoms, they think they're having a heart attack or they're having chest pain, to let EMS take you, let EMS treat you. You don't know what's going to happen, especially if you're by yourself, but you don't want something to happen in the car with a family member. EMS has everything they need on that ambulance to treat you. Let EMS take you, let them treat you. They can actually get treatment started before you get to the hospital.
Because a lot of people think, what if it ended up being nothing? But then go the reverse.
And what if it is?
What if it is something?
Well, we have
But I mean, what
insurance,
if it is?
most folks.
Yeah.
But that's what That's what you need to know. It's not worth sitting and wondering. You end up doing damage to your heart. The longer you go without getting it treated,
Yeah.
you will damage that muscle.
And I want to backtrack a little on the insurance. You still get treated whether you have
Yeah,
insurance or not.
regardless.
I didn't want
No, I know what you were saying.
put that
about,
scare
yeah.
in people that don't
Into
have it.
Well, you help save lives because it's the stuff that we think about, and it may not even be for us, but it could be for someone that you're looking after, being like, listen, I saw in your Carolina, let's go, and so
Quit
they
pointing
all-
at me.
I'd be pointing, okay, you over there, or job shot, I'll point him, is that better? Thank you so much. BondSecure.com, you can go to their website too, and you can find some good heart healthy tips. And
We actually have a screening coming up for those who don't have insurance, that it's a free cholesterol check. They can get cholesterol check, their BMI, blood glucose, and get some advice from healthcare professionals on February 24th at the Wellness Arena. So they can
Awesome.
come in if you're not
Wow.
insured and get
That's
get
great.
free cholesterol
Thank y'all.
screening.
Now, the
for that.
reason we love BondSecure, they do so much. Okay, guys, coming up next, y'all are going to love this segment because his missions on the battlefield are now life lessons in a new book. We're going to introduce you to this and tell you all about his amazing life next.